And I'm not saying that the man is wacky. He's not a legend. He's been out for years. So I got a song with the nigga, and I got a song on the album, and the album got a Grammy. But I can't sit there and say a Nas bar to you or a song. I like One Mic, or like a song that's like.
But I can.
It's not me.
So, but I understand. So that's what I want the people to know. Like, but I can, because Nas was in my era. You know?
Okay, I think I figured this out because I know y'all rage baited, y'all pissed. I am too, but I think I've gotten to the bottom of it. And the bottom is there's two issues at hand. Number one, I think everybody keeps admitting to us and letting us know what their introduction to hip hop was, and they think that's the end all be all. And secondly, I think people are forgetting just how long Nas's career has spanned for. Okay, so that's Fivio Foreign. Okay. Fivio Foreign is 35 years old. So for him to be saying what he's saying about Nas, like I can't really, hit you with a Nas bar, or Jim Jones is more relevant to me. To everyone that's 35 years old, like Fivio Foreign is older than me, that kind of sounds insane, right? Because number one, I know Nas bars, I know Nas songs, and as much as the Dipset era was relevant to me, I was able to, one, go do the homework on a Nas, and two, Nas kept rapping along with Dipset and them. He kept rapping, and he kept rapping so much so that Fivio Foreign has a song on one of his newer projects, right? So that's the first thing, I think. So that's Fivio Foreign. So Fivio Foreign, I think, is just admitting his entrance into rap was with Dipset and Chief Keef and them. And while I don't think it's the worst thing ever, that's just his truth. My entrance to rap was like, for real, 50 Cent. But like when I was really a kid, it was Pac. But for real, it was 50 Cent. And then I had to leave 50 Cent alone, look at this Jay-Z guy like, yo, who is that? Study more Jay-Z, study more Nas, study more Biggie. So much so that I was like, oh, I like Biggie as a lyricist better than Pac. Like, so I think people are telling us where the entrance is, and they're not telling us. They're basically also snitching on themselves that they're not doing the studying, right? So that's one piece. Next piece, Nas is 51, right? Jim Jones is 49. So a lot of y'all are not understanding also why Jim Jones is kind of like sort of in a way telling you that Nas is this super old school rapper. And Jim is making himself seem younger than he really is, but it kind of makes sense, okay? So Nas started off very early from what I remember. He was very young, like a young prodigy, chosen one type shit, like by 19, I think he might have dropped the Illmatic at either 19 or 21, some shit like that. So with a 2-year gap, Jim Jones, who probably never knew that rap would be a thing for him, you know what I'm saying, 10 plus years later, saw Nas's career Illmatic 94. You understand what I'm saying? So like by 94, I think Jimmy was like 18 or some shit like that. So for him, right, it's like, oh, that's Nas's prime, right? I think he's also making a similar mistake that Fivio Foreign is making, which is not taking Nas's later work on the 2000s, even the 2010s as influential. That's the mistake they're making here. But I'm not going to be rage baited about this anymore. I think it makes sense to me, but I know y'all still going to kill him.